We're one step closer. Josh Mason. House. Hi, Josh.
Hey.
Do me a favor. Can you entertain people for a few minutes?
Sure. Here, let me...
We got more people in here. DJ BSEC also. Hey, DJ.
There you go.
From the lake house. I'll be back in about 60 seconds. Please talk amongst yourselves.
Hey, BSEC. How you doing, man?
Oh, I guess we're live.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this is Monday.
We're live right now. Please.
Okay.
I'll explain everything. My computer just took a major fail, and just please, ladies and gentlemen, DJ BSEC and Josh Mason, gracefully on a Monday morning on a Thanksgiving week, coming from the lake house and from the DMV area. I'll be right back.
What a great Monday.
I saw you pop in. I didn't know if you were jumping in. I ran upstairs to get my laptop. I was like, I'll at least get on so there's not dead air.
Word.
Oh, what a day. What a morning.
Some people are like, who's Josh? I'm just a mod here. I'm just here to help every once in a while.
Josh is the Simply CyberCon director. If you don't know, now you know.
There's that as well.
All right. I can also do this. I can also explain to everybody what I'm doing in case anybody's ever wondering what happens from the production side of things. I could certainly do that if you guys would prefer that.
How about you just reboot and come back?
What's that?
I said, how about you just reboot and come back?
I already rebooted. I'm setting it back up.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so let's do it this way. Here, I'll do it this way. All right, good morning, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. We're going to be doing the Simply Cyber Daily Cyber Threat Brief podcast in just a hot minute here. I am your host, Dr. Gerald Auger, alongside DJ BSEC and Josh Mason, moderators, longtime community members, and great people. Right now, I've actually been switching over to OBS from Slobs. So if you've been interested in making content or streaming, there's a lot that goes into it. And unfortunately, the more complex pieces you add to anything, the more likely they are to fail. This doesn't appear to be an OBS related issue, though, because like everything was failing. Restream, the platform I used to stream out to these different sites, was it didn't recognize my camera, didn't recognize my microphone, didn't.
Yeah, when I jumped on this morning, Restream was asking about setting new stuff up. So I think Restream had some type of update or something.
Yeah, exactly. And this is one of the challenges of dealing with cloud service providers. Like, cloud's wonderful because it's outsourced and managed by someone else. But at the same time.
Yeah, wait. Did he freeze for you too?
He figure it out when you show up. Oh. So, listen.
Oh, you're back.
Oh my God! I'm gonna eat my whole console out the door. We might have to switch, dude. I haven't done this in a long time, but we might have to fully switch over to the mobile studio, Team Sippy Cup, the whole nine.
Whoa!
And you're back to being C3PO.
What do you mean? My audio's jacked up?
And your camera's going slow. Like, I'm out here in the middle of the woods, and I got a better connection than you. Thank you, Elon Musk, for Starlink.
All right.
You're good now.
I'm good now? All right. Hey, so we're doing... You want to see what my inner monologue looks like right now? This is me right now. This is me.
Yeah.
Ah! Oh. I just... all right. So am I steady or am I chunky?
I mean, right now you are.
Yeah, you're fine to me.
All right. We'll get through this. We will survive.
Here, it's a holiday weekend, so or week. The computer needs holidays too.
Yeah.
You're not wrong there.
Dude, I knew it was going to be like this morning. I came out
just had that feeling.
Sort of burning myself with coffee. Restream didn't work. I tripped over something. I'm like, oh, it's one of these days. Okay, cool. And now, And and on top of everything, I walk in and my computer's like, we detected suspicious activity on your machine 2 hours ago. And I'm like, oh, that's great. That's great. I think it was OBS though. All right.
OBS is the malicious activity.
I know it really is. I'm still getting the stream up. So again, so you guys know, like the play cards, the daily cyber threat brief cards, the stories, the Chiron, all that stuff needs to be done. I don't have a magic button that just does it.
Yeah, everybody's talking about Starlink. Yeah. So while you get everything up, Jerry, I'll talk about Starlink. We've actually, so when we had the hurricane here in July this year, we had no power throughout the whole city. We had like 2.5 million people without power. And a lot of that had to deal with our sites. So our sites, although they had backup generators, usually you'll throw 5G on there and that'll be your backup. But what ended up happening is because we had no power throughout the city, the cell towers didn't have. So if you don't have cell tower power, your 5G is not going to work. We ended up getting 10 different Starlink and setting up our locations with them. And now Starlink is fantastic because it's a service you can turn on every month or you can turn it off. So we went ahead and purchased those, and then I brought it up here to the lake house to see how well it was going to do up here because there's a lot of trees, but it's worked well. So now when I come to the lake, I'm able to actually, if needed, I can throw it in the yard and be able to get on and help out at work if need. But yeah, people say it's amazing. It is amazing. The speed. I mean,
I wish we had grabbed it. 200 down.
RV.
Yeah, 200 down and anywhere from 25 to 30 up. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, you're streaming fine on it.
Yeah.
Is this just your laptop camera?
Yeah, this is just a laptop camera.
Not bad. Not bad.
How does Starlink bill? I know you said monthly, but is it like just like you pay in advance, or they back bill you, or you have to call and, turn it on?
You pay for 30 days. So you go and set it up. I mean, literally, like it's literally sitting out there in the middle of the yard.
That's awesome.
You go into the app, you say turn it on, or you go to the website, say turn it on. Yeah. They'll turn on your service. It's just a flat rate for the month, right?
Yeah. Well, so there's two different rates. There's a rate, like a local rate, where you basically tie it to your home address, or there's what they call a roaming rate, where you can use it wherever you want to. So, of course, I choose the roaming rate because I'll move all around. But yeah, you basically, if anybody's ever done Dish Network or Hughes Network or any of that stuff where you've had to actually deal with satellites, where you've got to sit there and mess with the azimuth and the whole, up and down and everything. This is amazing. You can literally take the thing like a Frisbee and throw it out in the middle of the yard, turn the app on your phone, and then it sees the satellites up in the sky. And it's like, hey, you need to turn it, a degree here, a degree there. And literally on your phone, it's showing you as you're moving it live. And it's like, oh, you're there. Now just make sure that you got it set and you're good. I think.
Do you have version 2 or 3?
Oh, maybe it's me. Do I ever what?
Which version do you have of the dish?
Dishy.
Is it the one where it moves on its own, or is it the one where?
No, it doesn't move on its own.
I know the latest one, like you don't even need the stand. You can just lean it against a rock as long as it's like at the right angle towards like the north. It works. That came out over the summer. Like I said, I wish I had.
As long as it's like facing north, you're pretty good.
Yeah, I should have gotten that for traveling. There was so many.
You can use it on the water too. You can put it on the boat.
Yep,
it's pretty amazing.
As long as out to like 200 miles out from land.
Let's see if I can pull this up. I'll show y'all. Well,
I've been following Starlink on boats. There's a whole Facebook group. I haven't been on Facebook in like 2 months, but
this is a little app and then the dish is in the middle of it, and then all you do as you turn it, like I could walk out there and turn it, and you'd see it you're going in and out of its spot, but it turns and it says it's aligned, and then for the first time you hook it up, it does a couple of updates, and you'll get like 10 or 15 megs, and then all of a sudden it shoots up to 200. You're golden.
Yep.
All right, I think we're ready to go.
Sorry, Phil.
Sure.
Do you have an affiliate link for Starlink, BSEC?
I'll get one of those.
I love it. All right. Hey, I do want to say a quick shout out and thank you to Josh Mason, and DJ BSEC for jumping in the studio here and entertaining everyone while I got myself sorted out. Please don't go too far because I have no idea what is about to happen or how this is going to go, but we're going to try it. Okay.
All right.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Let's get ready to get this party started. All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the party for reals this time. This is your Simply Cyber Daily Cyber Threat Brief podcast, episode 758. I am your host. I might be late, but I'm the host, Dr. Gerald Auger, and over the next hour, me, you, Josh Mason, DJ BSEC behind the glass, Roswell, UK, Nicole, Jarrett Wickert, Kimberly Can Fix It, Casually Joseph, Justin Gold, Chris Whitlock, FedEx. Guys, so many of you Team SC members granting me grace this morning as we deal with some technical issues. We're all going to be shredding the top cybersecurity news stories of the day, and I'll be giving my expert opinion and analysis on each of those stories, on what it means to you as a practitioner. So how can you use this information to drive cyber risk reduction for your business stakeholders? And if you're looking to break into the industry, you got value here. You're going to be asked in any job interview, how do you stay current? This is a banger of an answer. You're going to get exposed to terminology concepts, and you're going to pick up a couple tricks on how to stream and how not to stream. LOL. So you're going to get value. Also bringing attention to a new demographic that I hadn't been thinking about. But if you're a one-person shop, if you're responsible for InfoSec and probably IT at your business and you're just alone and you're like, nobody gets me, I don't understand, I'm like kind of lost, I can't bounce ideas off people. Welcome to Simply Cyber, a community designed for inclusion, support, empowerment. Get in here. You've got a team with you. You're not alone. No one has to do it alone. We got a great show for you. I'm going to be tearing through the top 8 stories of the day, giving my opinion and analysis. And by the way, as if it wasn't obvious based on the last 15 minutes, I don't prep or research for any of the shows. I don't have time for that. Sometimes I'm dealing with production issues. So you're going to get my rough, rugged, raw, real impressions on those stories. Now, let's listen to the stream sponsors, those organizations that understand crap can happen and are able to help you get out of that. So Barricade Cyber Solutions coming in hot right off the rip. Was I dealing with a cyber attack? I don't know. Maybe my computer's actually quite fine and I've got a threat actor all up in my britches. You know what? I could call Barricade Cyber. Barricade Cyber Solutions is dedicated to helping businesses from cyber attacks and recover from the damage done. Cyber attacks can cause massive issues for businesses and send dedicated, hardworking business owners into turmoil. But guess what, y'all? Barricade Cyber Solutions knows how to mitigate the damage done by cyber incidents. Believe that. They can help you out. Check them out at barricadecyber.com. Links in the description below. Also want to say shout out, holla to ThreatLocker. We do, listen, ThreatLocker is a sponsor. And if you're here right now, if you're one of the 314 people, I've got a very special announcement. Again, this is why you got to show up live, because I do a terrible job of marketing and teasing things out. So you got to be here live when I'm doing it. Listen, the winner of the ThreatLocker Super Prize, if you guys didn't catch the live stream with Danny Jenkins a few weeks ago, Danny Jenkins, the CEO of ThreatLocker, literally gave away like a $5,000 prize. They're having a conference called Zero Trust World in Orlando in, I think, like February or March or April, sometime in the first half of 2025. His prize, airfare, hotel, all your food, your experiences, behind this backstage stuff. Like he said, basically all you have to do is bring clothes and he'll handle everything else. We gave the prize away and the winner of the prize was unable to accept it for various reasons. The person who won it said, hey, throw it back in the pile. Let some other member of Simply Cyber community get that prize. So this Friday, It's February. Thank you, Kimberly. So this Friday, we will be raffling it off live during the Daily Cyber Threat Brief. I promise you. I want to say shout out to James McQuiggan at 35,000 feet who just gifted 10 gifted subs. I'm going to wait to touch any of the sounders because I'm afraid it's going to crash OBS until we get through the intros here. So let's have a quick word from Threat Locker. And when I get back, I'm going to tell you how this show, despite it being a train wreck this morning, can solve your CPE woes. 30 seconds. Be right back. Cyber Threat Brief sponsor Threat Locker. Do zero-day exploits and supply chain attacks keep you up at night? Well, worry no more. You can harden your security with Threat Locker. Worldwide, companies like JetBlue trust Threat Locker to secure their data and keep their business operations flying high. Threat Locker takes a deny-by-default approach to cybersecurity and provides a full audit of every action allowed or blocked for risk management and compliance. Onboarding and operation is fully supported by their US-based Cyber Heroes support team. Get a free 30-day trial and learn more about how Threat Locker can help prevent ransomware and ensure compliance. Visit threatlocker.com. Yes, sir. All right. Way to go, Threat Locker. Now, check it out, y'all. I want you to know that every single episode of the Daily Cyber Threat Brief is worth half a CPE. Wait a minute. What do I do with half the CPE? Check it out. It stacks. 2.5 a week, 10 a month, 120 a year. Ask Kayla Sturgeon. She knows what's up. I think it is for US-based people only. I believe Roswell, UK. Listen, half a CPE. So say what's up in chat. Grab a screenshot. Hashtag TeamSC if you're here. And you could do it on replay as well. Say what's up in the comments on replay and get the credits for those CPEs. If you're a first timer here, do me a solid. Hit that hashtag first timer in chat. Hashtag first timer in chat. We love welcoming our first timers. We do have a special sound effect and a special emote. The sound effect will be manual because I'm realizing right now I did not add it to my OBS, my stream deck. So it is what it is. We're all about good times here. We are dealing with a unusual episode, kind of different and messed up a little bit, but that's okay. We are going to be getting ready to go now. So do me a favor. Hold on. 1 second. Sorry, guys. All right. So do me a favor. I'm sorry. The coffee's not working. Dealing with major issues, like technical issues, not like my family. We're good. We're good on the home front. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Do me a favor. Sit back, relax, and let's let the cool sounds of the hot news spicy wash over me or wash over us. Jesus, Jerry. I just need to hit reboot on today. You picking up what I'm putting down? Sit back, relax, and let's let the cool sounds of the hot news wash over us in an awesome wave. Thank you, everybody, for being chill. Let's get to the news, yeah?
From the CISO series, it's cybersecurity headlines.
These are the cybersecurity headlines for Monday, November 25th, 2024. I'm Steve Prentice. Department of Justice seizes credit card marketplace Popeye Tools. This dark web marketplace that specialized in selling stolen credit cards along with cybercrime tools and which has been in business since 2016 was taken down by agents of the DOJ last week, with 3 of its key operators now facing fraud-related charges. The websites and hosting services have also been seized. According to court documents, the Popeye Tools marketplace offered services such as unauthorized payment card data and PII for cards that were marked as live, as well as logs of stolen bank account information, email spam lists, scam pages, and guides and tutorials.
Wow. All right. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and try our first sound effect. See if it crashes OBS. Wait. Oh, never mind. I forgot. I started OBS in safe mode, which means I don't. The sound effects work, but the pop-ups will not work. So I think it won't break it. All right, guys. So, couple things. One, this was Department of Justice bringing down a criminal, I guess, organization. 3 individuals, 2 Pakistanis, 1 Afghanistan or Afghani, I think is the right way to put that. Running a basically a a website to buy tools and do like crime type stuff. It says it served as a significant online marketplace dedicated to selling sensitive financial data, other illicit goals, ransomware activity. What's really wild is they had, you didn't have to go on the dark web. Like literally they were running popeyetools.com, .co.uk, and .to. I don't know the top level domain for .to, but if you do, holler. You don't typically see, like way back in the day, before like we figured out how to use the internet correctly, there was front-facing websites or internet-facing clear web-facing websites that sold tools and stuff. I think Shadow Crew, correct me if I'm wrong, gray beards and gray hairs. I think it was Shadow Crew. You like that's Golem Fun. You like it was like where credit cards were getting shared and sold and stuff like that. You don't see a lot of clear web malicious sites like that, just because it's easier to track who is behind them. I do like that they named it Operation Shipwreck. I like that they on the official seizure website they have Popeye behind bars. We saw this with the breach forums. And the two administrators of that getting their avatars behind bars. Little cheeky by the Department of Justice, but it's good. Now, of course, as always, this is great to get them off the streets and get this capability out of the hands of criminals. But at the same time, another one's going to crop up, which is unfortunate. Popeye Tools offered for sale the access devices. And personally, PII of 227,000 people and generated $1 million in revenue. So, straight cash, homie. Real money, real money here. I am kind of curious if this was just like a site for brokering, you know what I mean? Not really for brokering stuff, not actually committing the crimes. You know what I mean? So like more like a town marketplace or a town bazaar where you could bring your stolen wares and trade, and the site would take like a portion of it. So here we go. This is actually great information. We update this information every once in a while, but the live fulls section, FULLZ fulls, when you see that usually means a complete record, right? So healthcare fulls would be like the entire medical record of the individual. Fulls for the credit card is typically like everything about, the person who owns the card plus card info. Unauthorized payment card data, PII cards marked as live could be used to conduct fraud transactions. $30 per card. So this is what I wanted you to see. The going rate for a stolen credit card that works with confidence is $30 per card. So that is interesting. It's always nice to get a beat on like what the going rate is for data and from hold on 1 second. What is this? Okay. All right, let's keep going.
Gambling giant IGT suffers cyber attack. The London headquartered manufacturer of slot machines and other gambling technologies for casinos and other enterprises worldwide detected the attack on Sunday, November 17th, and took some of their systems offline in response. The full scope of this attack has not yet been determined. However, observers say the company's response is indicative of a ransomware attack. Windows.
Gage Olson, cybersecurity, stocking hams and turkeys at Walmart. What's up, Gage? Glad to be in your ears. All right, gambling giant IGT disrupt portions. Roswell, UK. I've never heard of IGT, but they did mention it was, I think, London-based group. We saw the gambling industry take a hit last year when Caesars and the other one, MGM Grand, kind of took a hit. Casinos is where the money is. Dude, I'm telling you right now, financial services is heavily invested in cybersecurity. The gaming industry is also heavily invested in cybersecurity. You can't really mess around. I do have a friend who is, has worked for a very long time in the Atlantic City region in the gaming and casino industry. And yeah, it's legit. They put a lot of money into it, as you can imagine. So for this gambling giant to get hit, it doesn't say ransomware yet, but let me see if it says ransomware in the story. Yeah. So what are we doing here? Bro, I can't with this computer today. It doesn't say ransomware. Oh, there he goes. The company hasn't shared details about the attack, but the response to incident suggested has been ransomware. 100%. Dude, when things just go down for no reason, you can bet money with confidence that it's a ransomware attack. Not sure how they got in. Could have been initial initial access brokers selling it. One thing that I do think is wild is, yes, this company got hit, but I'd rather get hit for ransomware if I was this group who produces slot machines and gambling technology than something more nefarious, right? Can you imagine? Think of the Mission Impossible movie story arc, or, whatever, the Italian Job Part 2, where you hack in to a gambling and technology company and modify the code, right? You can somehow mod it to be able to trick it so you can win money all the time or whatever, or cause, other problems for them. So nobody wants to get hit with ransomware, but I would assume that this company was prepared at minimum to handle at least a graceful shutdown and then somewhat of a recovery. Yeah, says they took the machines offline. No big deal. Yep, that's it. I mean, it's friggin' it's ransomware 101.
Update blocked on PCs that have Assassin's Creed or Star Wars Outlaws. This blockage of the Windows 11 24H2 update relates to the aforementioned games, as well as Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, all of which are developed by Ubisoft and which are suffering crashes, freezing, or audio issues after having received the Windows update. Affected gamers are advised to end the frozen process through the task manager, but to not manually update the operating system until this issue is resolved.
All right, so somebody get yeah, exactly. So I do not run Assassin's Creed or Star Wars Outlaws on any of my machines, but who knows? Maybe this was the issue. I do try to keep my systems patched and updated as best I can. So, this is what it is. Dude, operating systems are complicated pieces of technology. And even though it's Assassin's Creed and Star Wars Outlaws, which is fun, right? Oh, it's a video game. It's complicated software running on the box. And there are obviously some conflict between system resources that these games need, or the launchers that these games need. So I've heard that this particular patch 24H2 is actually causing some headaches for some people. If you're working in vulnerability management, I'm pouring a little out for you. My heart goes out to you. It's already tough to patch the crap out of all these things. But when you start having, bricking, or the CrowdStrike incident a few months ago was probably the most problematic example. But it's tough. And it's tough in a remote workforce when you're trying to talk to end users because you're bricking their machines with patches. You lose political capital when you're telling people I need to patch your computer, and they're like, last time you patched it, you broke it. I don't want you to touch my computer. So, you know what I mean? It's problematic. I do want to say what's up to Jonathan Booley, 24 months. 24 months. Simply Cyber community member. Love it. Hashtag Team SC. Love it, love it, love it. All right. So Ubisoft is, had a long line of challenges, right? So it looks like it's more Ubisoft related or Ubisoft related, but let me see if there's, I don't know. Yeah, so Microsoft confirmed the problem. I'm just trying to see if Microsoft is so here's the thing. I don't know in this instance. Microsoft wouldn't fix their patch. Ubisoft would have to fix their application. Oh, Ubisoft has released a hot fix, so there is a fix around it. I guess here's the deal, guys. This is like for the practitioners in the room. All right. Sometimes when you put patches on, they break. Okay. And sometimes you have to hunt to find out why it's breaking. It's not, you can't just say, oh no, like just don't put the patch on. Like that's part of the work, right? And that's why vulnerability management is tough, right? Because you could patch 80% of the computers, and then some percentage of computers aren't going to take the patch correctly. Maybe they're too old. Maybe they don't have enough memory or hard drive space to hold the patch. Maybe they're running Ubisoft's game launcher and breaking it that way. You got to do the work. And again, this is why vulnerability management is its own field.
Microsoft seizes websites tied to Egypt-based DIY phishing kit maker. Another illicit website seizure last week. Microsoft obtained a court order that allowed it to seize 240 websites allegedly belonging to an Egypt-based seller of do-it-yourself phishing kits, which included tools for bypassing multi-factor authentication. The kit maker is known online as Mr. X Coder, that is MRXC0DER, who sold the kits under the brand name ONNX. ONNX is a trademarked name owned by the Linux Foundation, and Linux acted as a co-plaintiff in the civil court order that led to the seizure.
All right. Sorry, I was doing a couple different things while I was looking at this. Let's go ahead and put this story up here so you guys don't have to look at my mug. So it's so funny to me how it's funny to me how like we basically like big tech. It's like a technocracy. Is that a thing? Like normally you would think like this story is accurate. Department of Justice, FBI seize website. This Microsoft seize website. Like I get that Microsoft has the capability and the permissions or whatever to do it, but at the same time, like weird, right? So threat actors were selling technology that could bypass MFA. Obviously, that's problematic. If it was on a website, I'm sure it was like software as a service. Like you can buy this little kit for, $5, $10, whatever, and put it together and commit your crime. Let's see. What? Hold on. The kit maker used the brand name ONNX to sell the services, which is owned by the Linux Foundation. And Linux is a co-plaintiff? Hold on. Why? So hold on. I'm confused. So this is weird. So Microsoft seizes the website, kind of disrupts their ability to sell this phishing kit. And the Linux Foundation is suing them for like trademark infringement. Yeah, financial services is obviously heavily targeted. That's where the money is, right? Obviously.
Straight cash, homie.
Yeah. So again, this is part of the thing. Microsoft can take down these websites, but they're not arresting the criminals. So like really all these guys have to do is stand up another website called, phishingkits2.com or you know what I mean? Like it'll turn into like a whack-a-mole type game. So unfortunately these threat actors are going to continue doing what they do. And it is what it is. Now, if you want, I would point out the phishing kit is attacking your end users, social engineering, sending the phishes. This one can bypass MFA. It doesn't get into the details in this story on how MFA is bypassed, but know this, MFA is not bulletproof, okay? It raises the challenge, it raises the bar for a threat actor to get you, and ideally they would move on to another, victim basically, and hopefully never be successful, right? But seizing their website is frustrating, but it's not it's not going to, they're making money doing it, and they have the software and the kit, right? The website is just their landing page for sales. Be mindful, obviously, in your like in your authentication logging, right? Make sure you're looking for, unusual unusual logins, like impossible travel, like, they logged in from Texas and then they logged in from like BSEC. BSEC logs in from Texas on Friday and then logs in from the lake house on Monday. That's possible travel. He could have driven to the lake house, but then he logs in from Vietnam in 2 hours from now. Well, that's a bit problematic unless he's got like a teleporter and didn't tell anyone. So, be mindful of those things. Educate your end users, as always. The fact that it says MFA bypass would have me believe that it's probably like a man in the middle or adversarial in the middle type attack where the victim thinks they're successfully logging into something. In reality, the threat actors in the middle catching the creds and pushing them to log in for themselves, and then they get a session token, and now they're in your business. Be mindful of that. All right, let's keep going.
Thanks to today's episode's sponsor, ThreatLocker. Do zero-day exploits and supply chain attacks keep you up at night? Well, worry no more. You can harden your security with ThreatLocker. ThreatLocker helps you take a proactive, default deny approach to cybersecurity and provides a full audit of every action, allowed or blocked, for risk management and compliance. Onboarding and operation are fully supported by their U.S. support team. To learn more about how ThreatLocker can help keep your organization running efficiently and protected from ransomware, visit threatlocker.com. That is ThreatLocker.com.
All right, here we go. All right, we are running a little behind today, but I do want to say thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. If you're showing up a little bit late, like West Coast people waiting through logs, although, let's be real, San Diego is always on like California time, just kind of casually walking in with a half-calf double latte Starbucks, Wade's just like foofing his hair, fixing his mustache. We appreciate you being here. We did start off the show a little rough. It was kind of like a jet taking off an aircraft carrier. The jet always dips when it goes off before it takes off. Like it dipped and hit the water, and we had to hit the reset button on the Nintendo and take another pass at that. All right. 1 second here. I think. Sorry, guys. Usually I get this all sorted out, and unfortunately, I'm a hot mess this morning. Guys, I do want to say thank you all. Thank you, Barricade Cyber. Thank you, ThreatLocker. Thank you, Antisyphon Training. To the Zach, Courtney, Micah, Maverick crew, thank you for tuning in on the regular. Actually, Micah and Maverick are probably on vacation this week. By the way, really quickly, when you were a kid, did you get Thanksgiving week off? Because we were talking about this yesterday. I think I only got Friday off back in the day, Thursday and Friday. So these youngs who are getting 5-day vacations in the middle of November, you don't have no idea how I used to have to walk uphill both ways. All right. Let's hear from Antisyphon Training, and when we come back, we are going to giddy up on the Simply Cyber Community Member of the Week. Quality cybersecurity education, regardless of financial position. Check this out. I want to give some love and some praise to Antisyphon Training, powered by Black Hills Information Security. Antisyphon Training is absolutely disrupting the traditional cybersecurity training industry by providing high-quality, cutting-edge education to everyone, regardless of financial position. They bring industry professionals with years and years of experience into the classroom to teach you and anyone else who's interested practical skills that are in demand in the market today. And on top of that, the student experience is amazing as you and hundreds or thousands in some instances of other students are actively engaging, networking, sharing tips, tricks, and experiences with each other, all live in the classroom. Go to antisyphontraining.com, check out their course calendar to see what courses they have coming up next. You won't regret it. All right. Thank you so very much, everybody. Hey, every single day of the week, we have a special segment. Mondays is the Simply Cyber Community Member of the Week presented by ThreatLocker. That's right. This is a sponsored segment where whoever is the community member of the week gets a $100 Amazon gift card. We've been doing it for a while. Compliments of ThreatLocker. So I'm passing that money on to you guys. It takes a village to, it takes a deny by default approach to secure systems, and it takes a village to run Simply Cyber. Thank you, community members. I do want to say shout out to this week's community member. You just met him, Josh Mason. He's been a long time mod. He's been supportive. In a hot minute when I was a dumpster fire and needed to reboot my entire situation here, Josh jumped right into the stream, did a little song and dance as he put it in chat. To make sure that you guys are all entertained and let you know that everything's A-okay and we're just working through a little bit of a problem, a little bit of a challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Josh Mason, also Simply CyberCon community director, Simply CyberCon chief director of operations, who makes those things happen. Thank you very much, Josh Mason. Thank you. I will tell you guys, the Simple Minds, la 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 is very soothing to me. I don't feel like a hot mess express up here. I know we're having some challenges, but that was very soothing, very soothing. All right, let's go.
North Korean front companies impersonate U.S. IT firms for military funding. According to researchers at SentinelOne, as well as a report from Palo Alto Networks, threat actors connected to North Korea continue to impersonate U.S.-based software and technology consulting businesses. In a global campaign, which Palo Alto Networks Unit 42 is tracking as WageMole, W-A-G-M-O-L-E, the actors use forged identities to get hired at companies in the U.S. and elsewhere, sending most of their salary back to their home country. This most recent chapter in this ongoing story identifies some front companies by name, analyzed by SentinelOne, all of which were registered through Namecheap and claimed to be development, outsourcing, consulting, and software businesses while copying their content from legitimate companies. The list is available in the show notes to this episode.
All right, dude. Ooh. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Hello. You had my curiosity. Now you have my attention. What have we here? A nice little mind map. Ooh, okay. So basically, here's the deal. Third-party risk management. Normally, we're worried about doing business with somebody who has sucky security. You could also be doing business with a company that's not legit and a front for a North Korean money operation. Basically, what they're doing is, it sounds like they create, North Korea creates a company called like Booz Allen, like Country Hamilton. Okay, like Booz. Okay, so in this story, they're suggesting that North Korea creates a company like Booz Allen Spamilton, which is a ripoff of Booz Allen Hamilton, if you didn't know, professional services company. And they offer managed IT services. It sounds like they get the work, and then they abuse their access probably to, first of all, they're getting money. So they're sending that back to North Korea to fund their missile program. And then I assume that they would be abusing their access as IT administrators to abuse whoever their clients are, right? Their websites got seized by law enforcement. Good stuff.
Regulators, mount up.
What I don't get is, basically it sounds like North Korea is creating IT companies and winning work, right? Like they're like creating legit businesses and winning legit work. If you've ever tried, I have a consulting business, and it's in the early days, it's hard to get clients. Like North Korea is crushing it here. You got to remember, the reason they can't just create a company and be like, we offer the world's best managed IT services is because North Korea is on essentially every single economic sanction list you can be on. Doing business with North Korea is bad business for you. So basically no one does, which is why they need to like create fronts and fake companies and stuff like that. Oh, we got some more of this. All right. They can do this. Like anyone can get on Fiverr. Anyone can get on Upwork. Gig economy is a real thing. And you can see here, they're generating revenue to fund the country's missile programs. Yep. Finally here, be mindful of this. They started as fake IT workers, but they've gotten more aggressive by installing malware, abusing insider access, of course. The TLDR here is whether you're doing business with a third party or you're hiring staff, this North Korea IT situation is legit. You obviously need defense in depth. You need, obviously the tech stack to be secured. Usually we look at people when they're going to be leaving, right? Oh, I'm going to give my 2 weeks notice. And then, the first thing you would say is like, all right, hey, pull pull logs for this employee for the last 90 days. See if they've been like basically wholesale sending stuff out to their new job. And if you didn't think that happens, think again. But in this instance, you might want to be a little bit mindful of new hires and what they're doing. Obviously, you want to be a bit more stringent on the hiring and vetting process. And with third parties, be mindful of, who they are and what they are. Do a little bit of due diligence. Just don't go ham and throw money at them. All right.
UK drinking water supplies disrupted by record number of undisclosed cyber incidents. Following up on our discussion on last Friday's Week in Review show dealing with the vulnerability of drinking water facilities and infrastructure in general, 2 stories of interest this week. First, according to Recorded Future News, there have been more incidents reported this year in the UK than ever before, with transport and drinking water sectors the most impacted. This includes at least 6 incidents affecting drinking water infrastructure, according to data collected by Recorded Future News using the Freedom of Information Act. In previous years, there was no more than 2. These 6 incidents were reported to the UK government's Department for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs and occurred between January 1st and October 21st of this year. The reports refer to either a cyber attack or an operational failure that, quote, directly impacts on the production and delivery of wholesome water, irrespective of whether or not customers are directly affected, end quote.
All right. British Justin Gold has entered the chat. Roswell, UK, shout out to you on this one. Dude, water is legit. We need water to survive as humans. Like consuming it for our own health, as well as hygiene and sanitary reasons. Bathing. I don't know what, like waste water. What I'm picking up here, or not picking up. I'm putting down. So it shouldn't come as a surprise that they do suffer some cyber attacks. A lot of threat actors are opportunistic. Remember, financial cybercrime is a crime of opportunity. They're scanning the internet looking for something that they can attack and then attacking it when they can, right? Whether it's water or if it's, whatever, they don't care. So don't think that, I know it feels sexy to be like, oh yeah, look at this, like nation state level threat actor attacking drinking water. I've said this on the stream before. Attacking drinking water, that's I don't want to call it a bridge too far, but if you do that, you're like unlocking hell on yourself, right? Like there's no international norms for cyber war, right? Like an active war. North Korea attacked Sony Pictures, a private company in the United States under Obama's administration. And there's a stern talking to, but we didn't fly bombers over North Korea and, unleash holy hell on them, right? There's rules. Now, Dark Side attacks Colonial Pipeline, and the United States Eastern Seaboard collectively loses their mind. And within a day, the full force of the U.S. federal government came crashing down on Dark Side to the point where they recovered some of the ransom, which is like almost unheard of. Very, very, very rare to get money back from an attack. And then 2, Dark Side immediately disbanded. Okay, now they resurfaced as Black Matter, but critical infrastructure, not all critical infrastructure is created equally, right? Like, I get it. Like, energy is important and dams are important and stuff. Water, you mess with water, and I'm telling you, they will find you. They will light you up. You will not be wicked happy, okay? FOIA, they do mention Freedom of Information Act. Cyber Pappy points that out. I did not know that they had that in the UK. I'm sure they had some version of it, honestly. But the FOIA is how people like us can request government documents and stuff like that, reports for transparency and for, I guess, basically for checks and balances, essentially, right? So lawyers, reporters are always getting FOIA requests. TLDR, obviously, it is sad that water, at least from the places I know, is not given nearly the same level of security and resources as, say, financial sector or like the gambling industry, right? Water is much closer to like higher ed, where you're making it work with what you've got, right? You kind of like, your file server happens to be like a Dell laptop that somebody quit and left it there, and you like put on some software and you're like, oh, I guess we got like a file server, it's over here. Don't reboot it though, so it doesn't get patches, right? All right, let's keep going here. Again, if you were joining us late, we had about 15 minutes of issues in the intro and got that sorted out, but we are running behind schedule.
Volunteer Defcon hackers take on U.S. water infrastructure concerns. So continuing with the water security theme, the Franklin project, launched at this year's Defcon, is intended to employ the skills of top hackers to, quote, not only strengthen U.S. resilience to online attacks, but also to chronicle what is being done in a yearly Hacker's Almanac, so that others can learn the essential skills, end quote. The program is being partnered with the Harris School of Public Policy's Cyber Policy Initiative at the University of Chicago, as well as the National Rural Water Association. Together, they are using the coders' talents to investigate water companies in Utah, Vermont, Indiana, and Oregon to fix any issues they find and then pass the knowledge on.
All right. It must be Critical Infrastructure Monday. They talk about Defcon hackers helping with water infrastructure. So I guess it's water critical infrastructure day. Justin Gold, pants off. This is all about good times up in here. So Defcon has done this numerous times. They always throw it around, or they'll throw hacker around. Hack the Capitol, hack a SAT, hack the DOD, hack a car. They're always, back, I want to say 2016, Defcon, that's the first year they had, not Voting Village, but like, I think it was like Voting Village or Election Village. And I might be getting the years wrong. I remember going to like Voting Village. I want to say it was 16, and they had the voting machines ripped apart, and people are like trying to discover bugs and vulnerabilities and stuff like that. So this is a long time practice of Defcon, frankly, security researchers in general. As we just pointed out, water infrastructure gets dunked on all the time. So to throw some resources at it, I love I would like to see this as a more formal project, frankly, as like a, Microsoft is doing like a $1 million bug bounty for cloud AI. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago on stream. I would love to see, the United States maybe start a bug bounty thing for critical infrastructure, invite only. Obviously, that way you can vet the people that are attacking. Let's see here. Yeah. Look at this. And they pointed it right out here. The situation is similar when Defcon started a move to sort out problems in voting machines. Okay. Again, I don't research or prep for these shows, so I'm glad this is reinforcing what I said. But with water companies, there are 50,000 individual suppliers in the U.S., and they all have different IT systems, making it very difficult, right? Daniel Chateau, yeah, getting dunked on. All right, good times. This would likely be invite only, so you can't like, I mean, it says volunteer, but I don't think anyone can volunteer for this. If I had my suspicions, this would be volunteers from a pre-selected community of people who are already like in the know. So we'll see what's up. Hopefully, this renders some valuable insights and findings. And, I could imagine next year at DEF CON, they have a panel or something to bring updates and visibility to this. All right, let's keep going. Actually, I think that's the whole day.
We're taking this Friday off from our CISO series lives.
Oh, they're taking Friday off, ladies and gentlemen, which means it's going to be our show. We'll be curating our own stories on Friday. So that's pretty dope. All right, hold on one second. All right. Guys, I hope you got value from the stream. I, had a good time. Shout out again to Josh and DJ BSEC for coming in and, basically filling the dead air, a little pre-show banter this morning. I want to remind everybody we do not have a show on Thursday. Thursday is U.S. Thanksgiving. We will not be doing a show. We will have a show on Friday. Friday this week, we will have a show at 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Also, I want everyone to know that we will be raffling off a massive prize. It's basically like an all expenses paid trip to Zero Trust World cybersecurity conference in mid-February. Flight, hotel, food, cars, the works. All you have to do is bring your clothes. This is compliments of Threat Locker CEO Danny Jenkins. We will raffle that off on Friday. Guys, thank you all so very much for being here. We are going to pivot over to jaw jacking. Now, we'll see how it goes. I've got it set up here as a separate feed, so we'll try it, but who knows, all right? I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. If you got to go, go. Thank you all so very much. Until next time, stay secure. Don't go anywhere, though, because I'm literally going to be doing jaw jacking. I'm just going to switch it all up here. Here we go. Cybersecurity. Join us every weekday for jaw jacking, where industry experts answer your burning questions about the cybersecurity field. Live, unfiltered, and totally free. Let's level up together. It's time for some jaw jacking. Hold on, I am going to be switching over to the other screen or whatever, so I can walk around and do some fun stuff. I really should not be like introducing more technical stuff into this, but I'm going to because YOLO. Am I right? All right, let's go really quickly. I'm going to change my audio first. Mods, get ready. Let's see. This one says USB digital audio interface. Let's go with that one. Hold on. Do I have someone in here with me? DJ BSEC? All right. Here we go. Let me know if the audio stays or goes. I won't know for about 20 seconds. Hello. Yes. All right, so that's that. And then let's do this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's about to get real up in here. Stay tuned. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Let's go. Okay, we got light camera. I got no audio. All right, what are we doing here? I think, how's that light looking? Am I in the dark? I don't know. Good morning, everybody. Let's crack. It is jaw jacking. Hopefully you can hear me. And if you can, we are going to answer all your questions. I know DJ BSEC actually pinned some in chat. So let's go ahead and look at that. Actually, I can't see pin chat right now, so we'll have to do it through pump it up a little bit, pump the gain up. I'll just get the microphone closer to my face. How's that? Let's do that. All right. How's that? Does that count as pumping my gain up? All right. Chris Whitlock says it's loud and clear. Thank you. All right, let's look at chat. All right. Okay, guys. Charles Goodman. Hey, Rich464 says, what do you think about the news about GitHub using false stats? I hadn't heard that. Phil Stafford says it's a little dark. All right, let's pump up the light here, huh? Shall we? Pump up the light. Let's go. Here we go. All right. Ouch. All right, we got the light cranked up. Oh my God, look at that shadow. That might be too bright, huh? Holy crap, bro. So I don't know anything about false stats on GitHub. I mean, does it really, I don't know if it even matters, right? Like, is anyone choosing GitHub based on their stats? You know what I mean? All right. Yeah, I don't know what here. Let's do this. I think it might be the angle of my light. Let's do it. Stand by. Standing by to stand by. There we go. Sound like Dak Prescott, right? There we go. All right. How do you like me now? All right. I don't know what to tell you, bud. Okay. Carrie, jaw jacking going good. Any killer Black Friday deals you have your eye on? Not really. You know, it's funny you say that. Black Friday deals. I looked this weekend. I didn't really see anything that caught my eye. If you're getting into content creation, like I know some of you PBCC people are, this is a good weekend to get tech on a discount. But I don't know. I don't really need anything right now. I'm the kind of person that, like, I don't know. I'm not great at consumerism. If I need something, I'll get it, but I don't typically go after stuff. I did, honestly, Amazon always sells all their tech wicked cheap on these deals. I looked at one of the Amazon Echo devices that has the screen, but, you know, I don't need it. It's a nice to have. Honestly, guys, I was telling my son about this. It's crazy that like Black Friday used to be like, oh, the big Black Friday deals. Now it's like the month of November is Black Friday. And then Amazon runs Prime Deal Week like 3 times a year. So like, I don't know, like I'm all about saving money. Don't get me wrong, right? But like the mystique and the allure of Black Friday deals is like, it's saturated. Like you can get good deals all the time. So for me, there isn't any too particular black deal. The pain. Welcome to the cardio. Oh yeah, could you imagine if I was like on an elliptical, Nick Barker style? All right. AFG Flex Show says the wish list is up with deals. That's good. Tech Ricky's talking about guns and ammo. All right. So David P, what's up, David? David P says, what laptop specs would you look for content creation? Okay, so personally, me, I would look for a machine that, it depends what kind of content you want to do, David, right? If you want to do live streaming, then you definitely have to have a beefier machine because you're going to be running a lot of different software in order to do it. For me personally, I was running my streams off of like an old Dell laptop, and it sucked. And I ended up buying this computer right here, this one, right? The one that I got made fun of this weekend by Dan Reardon because my sticker game isn't strong. Let me see it. I would recommend, let's see. This one is, this has 32 gigs of RAM, which has always been like pretty solid. Haven't had a problem with it. I believe this has a i9 2.2 megahertz processor. It's been fine. It's been good. I don't know if it actually has a GPU in it. If you can get one with a GPU, solid. If not, it's not a deal breaker. This particular one is the Lenovo Legion, which is designed for gaming. That's actually like really what you should do, David P. Like look for a gaming PC, and that's a good content creation PC. All right, what else we got? Oh yeah, so yeah, if you didn't see it, Simply Cyber Academy is running 30% off right now with the code Holiday30. If you guys are interested in GRC learning, again, Simply Cyber Academy is only going to be GRC work. And shout out to Steve McMichael, who's putting content in the academy, and Professor Black Ops PBO, who's putting a NIST 853 in there. What's up, Haircut Fish? Guys, I will tell you, I did a Hexordia. I put it on socials. I did a Hexordia mobile forensics course over the weekend. Pretty quick course. I did it in like under an hour, maybe an hour, at while I was getting my oil changed at a car dealership. Super fun. Super fun. Hexordia, Hexordia, Hexordia. Free course. They actually have 4 courses that you can take for free. And there's a part 2 that I planned on doing yesterday, but I got distracted by football. All right, what else we got here? Did we already talk about the nearest neighbor attack by APT28? No, we didn't, Nick Barker. I did see that in the news over the weekend. Pretty clever attack. So this nearest neighbor, hey, take it easy, Zetopa. Chris Young. Okay, so really quickly, nearest neighbor attack is kind of cool. Basically, you attack some business or whatever from wherever in the world, right? So I take over, like, let's say I take over Nick Barker's machine. So now I have presence in Oregon, and then Nick Barker's machine is within wireless range of my real target. And then you jump from Nick Barker's machine and attack the wireless of that other target. And then you get in. So now I'm attacking a business wireless, even though I'm nowhere near their wireless cloud. That's the deal. Chris Young wants to know if he can pre-order Professor Black Ops course. I don't have it right now as something you can pre-order, but I could certainly look into that. I will tell you guys, this is another thing that, like, I want to be better about communicating. I just have to figure out how I'm going to package it. There is a course called Personal Branding for a Career in Cyber, PBCC. That course is, there are people in this chat who have taken that course. Okay, FedEx took it. Chris Whitlock took it. Anyways, it is available on the Simply Cyber Academy. However, it's a course that I enjoy doing in person. And the next cohort of that course will be January 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th of 2025. So the kind of the first full week of January. Details to follow, but it'll be very similar to like Antisyphon course, where it'll be 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. So you can still do work and check your emails and get everything up. You don't have to like carve off an entire week from your life. And basically that course, again, it's 4 days, 4 hours a day, 16 hours. And I basically teach you exactly how to stand out in a sea of people, making content so you can like deliver value in the community, but content that you enjoy making, at the same time content that people want to consume, so you're not just like yelling into the wind. I'm excited about it. The first version of that course was really well received by the 25 students. Tech Ricky was in there. Thank you, FedEx, for those kind words. So I will be doing that course again in January. It's one of those ones. I was going to do it in November, but then this Atlanta engagement came up out of nowhere and I needed to prioritize that. So stay tuned for details on that. I just have to figure out how to package the course for sale in January, because I have a couple different ideas and I haven't had time. FedEx channel's booming. That's right. Nick Barker, Max Orr, my man. Gage Olson, stacking hams. Just graduated with my BS in cyber. Got the CC by ISC2, Google Fundamentals. What would you recommend your GRC course after my certs if I'm looking at GRC? Yes. Now, Gage Olson, I want to be crystal clear, because I never, ever want to be deceptive or be some douche. But so I have obviously a vested financial bias and interest in people signing up for my course, right? So do your own, get independent opinions, Gage. But what I will tell you is my GRC course is literally designed to teach you all the skills that you would be expected to do as a entry-level GRC analyst. I also want to point out, I can't promise you a job. I can't promise anyone a job. People have gotten jobs because they've taken that course. Space Tacos is in chat. She is an example. I've had students call me or email me and say that they were in a job interview and that because they had my course on their resume, they got put to the top of the list. Okay, so your mileage may vary. That course is not designed to pass a certification. It's designed to give you the knowledge and skills that you would need to be delivering value as a GRC person on day one. I love my course. I'm so happy. Literally, if you didn't know this, little fun fact, I made the GRC Analyst Masterclass because people would ask me, where do I get good GRC training? And I would tell them to go read NIST 837. And I felt like an absolute ass, because that's a crappy answer, right? Like, that's reading NIST pubs is fun for some people, but like, it's very dense. And if you're not familiar with the world of cyber and stuff like that, it's hard to extract value from those pubs. So I made the course literally to have a better answer for people. Nick Barker talks about the resume bullets. Yep. And hey, Gage Olson, you get forever access with my in my academy for the GRC course. So technically, Gage, you could buy it now at 30% off and then take it whenever you're ready. Yeah, INQ. I got the oil change at the car dealership. I could do it myself. I know how to change my oil. It's just, I don't know if I'm just too old or what, but like, I take my car to the dealership, I sit down, I basically took a mobile forensics course and did some programming on a project I'm working on. Sent some emails. So I worked for like a couple hours at the dealership and then I left. It's the same reason I have someone mow my lawn. I can mow my lawn, but the time it takes me to mow my lawn, I could just be doing work. So whenever my lawn's being mowed, I'm working and I feel like I'm making better use of my time. Zero Priest, take the course. Yeah. You're welcome, Gage Olson. It's honestly cheaper for me to get them to do it. Yeah, oil is expensive. Will Reed putting out nice words on the course, the GRC course. Thank you. Oh, Luke Canfield's taking the cloud security cert today. Good luck, Luke Canfield. All right. I will tell you a little bit of a Tidbits Tuesday on a Monday, but guys, hey, Kathy Chambers, ladies and gentlemen, Kathy Chambers, my wife really gotten into like gardening and stuff. And she's growing these, I think they're called zennials. maybe. I don't know. She's growing these like really beautiful purple flowers, and the friggin' lawn mowing people weed whacked her flowers, killed them. She was very unhappy about that. Hey, Christina Paulika, aka the librarians in chat. Can I just give a quick shout out to Christina Paulika? Listen to this. At Simply CyberCon 2024, we had a speaker like disappear. We thought they were there. They were supposed to go live. They weren't. And within like 30, Christina Paulika's like, I could give a talk right now. And we're like, really? And she's like, yeah. And she just like walks down and then no prep, no slides, delivers like a 30-minute presentation that a lot of people came up to me afterwards and was like, dude, did you see Christina's talk? That thing was sick. Including my wife. My wife watched it, Mrs. Auger. So all about good times. Let's see. Zachary Caudle. Hey, Jerry, left field question, but do you have any good resources for learning Python? Currently having a hell of a time with my school course work regarding it. Yeah, I mean, Python's awesome. What I would recommend, honestly, is here's the deal. If you're going to learn Python, you should learn it with some use case in it, right? Really for any programming language. If you're like, here's a variable, here's a data structure, here's a control loop, like that's fine, but it's not really practical. What I would say, honestly, is, and what was his name? Was it Zachary? Hold on. Yeah, Zachary. What I would recommend, I literally just completed a Python for OSINT course. Hold on one second. Give me a second. I'll get you this resource right now, okay? It's a 21-day course. It's absolutely free. It's on GitHub. Can I drop this in chat? Mods, will you mods, will you drop this in Python course? Yeah. Okay. So hey, look at DJ BSEX dropping. Kimberly, I think you have permissions to post in chat. On this computer, I can't post. There's a 21-day OSINT course, which, like, yeah, you'll learn some OSINT stuff, but I've taken this course, like, you will spend one day doing data structures, another day scraping websites. Like, you'll pick up a lot of fun Python skills. DJ BSEC actually dropped a playlist for Python. Those are both great resources. Go ahead and dig into that. I hope that helps you, Zachary. All right, let me get my coffee, y'all. Guys, I'm not going to lie. I really, hold on. Shoot. Give me a second. All right. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I really like doing jaw jacking this way. Let me know if you like it. Do you guys like jaw jacking this way? Like, again, today was a hot mess express. Things were busted and broken. So it kind of sucked, but I think this is fun. Toasty Pops out of the Kansas City crew. Hey, Jerry, are you going to do some Simply CyberCon CTF walkthrough videos? Yeah, so I was going to do it. I got wicked frustrated because one of the steps you have to, like, here's the thing, Toasty Pops. One of the steps you have to take like an exploit DB script, and then you have to modify it because the script doesn't work by default. And when I put it on my computer sees it as a malware because it's a persistence mechanism, and it like deletes it. So I'd have to, like, you know, it's frustrating. I will say I was going to do it, but at the same time, I'd be interested. I don't know if Code Brew is in chat. Brent Book, he came in second, I think, or third on the CTF. I think it might be. If somebody wants to make the CTF videos for Simply CyberCon 2024, let me know in chat. A, I will help amplify your videos on the walkthrough. B, we'll pay homage to it. C, I have a strong suspicion you would be the Simply Cyber Community Member of the Week if you made that CTF walkthrough video. Hint, hint. Josh Mason wants to do a walkthrough video. That'd be cool. All right, Josh Mason, do the walkthrough video. Thank you. Kathy Chambers says I need a small pub table. That would be nice. You know, if you've been in my studio, when I originally conceived the studio, I have these 2 chairs. And I was like, oh, like it'll be like a cool like sit down thing. I never sit in these chairs. I'm more of a stand-up kind of guy. Yeah, no, that's fine. Ion Q feels like we're sitting there on the couch. I like it. See, I feel like if I sat down, it would be like, I don't know, different energy. Here, let's try it, shall we? Oh, let me see. Let me see what my meetings look like. Hold on. So I have a 10:30. Okay, so I can go until like 10-ish. Should we try? Nick Barker? I think Nick Barker likes my silver play button more than anybody else. Let's just try this and see what happens. I feel like it's going to be different energy, honestly. Let's go. Here we go. Yeah, I feel like it's different energy, honestly. Bree Gordon, where's the GRC course located? Bree Gordon, go to Simply Cyber. I can't sit in this chair. Are you freaking kidding me? That was about 2 seconds of an experiment. Bree, go to simplycyber.io/GRC. simplycyber.io/GRC, lowercase GRC. That should get you there. All right. What else we got? Yeah, Chris Whitlock. We got the limited edition Rekka hat. This was the very first one that came off the line, and if you can tell, it's got a lot of problems. I actually won this in an auction at Simply Wild West Hackin' Fest. Obviously run GRC. We got our GRC people, GRC Mafia. I got a special GRC Mafia surprise for everybody coming out soon. Kathy Chambers likes me standing. Thank you, Kathy. I'll get a pub table. Maybe we can deploy one. So hot. All right. Holiday 30. That's right. You guys are great. Simply Cyber Community, you guys are so wonderful. Yeah, it was an expensive hat. But, you know, basically the winner of, I was the winner. The proceeds for this hat went to Hurricane Milton relief. So it was well worth it. Rich464 wants to know what we're doing for Thanksgiving. So this will be the first year we're doing it at our home. We've always gone to my aunt's house, but that's changed effective immediately. So we're doing turkey. We're a turkey on Thanksgiving family, and we are a prime rib on Christmas family. Mom's cooking the Mrs. Auger is cooking the turkey. I do the prime rib on Christmas. Fun run once a month. Hey, Triple D. I ran this weekend. I'm getting back into running. It's been a minute. All right. Yeah. I mean, it was such a good cause. Such a good cause. Yeah, well, a rib roast. But yeah, prime rib. Yeah. Dude, come on. Casually Joseph's busting my chops saying that I'm money for prime rib. It's like, dude, I don't know if you guys have Publix where you are, But at Christmas time, Publix makes their rib roasts like it's like $7 a pound or something. It's you can get like a sick rib roast for like $30. Nick Barker, can you run year round in Charleston? Yes, you absolutely can. I love running in Charleston. Carrie doesn't have family around at the holidays. Make your own new traditions, Carrie. Phil Stafford, first year without the kids. Yeah, that sounds tough. I know, it's so funny being a parent. Like you have kids and you set them up for success. So when they go off, they're successful contributing members of society. But then at the same time, you're like, baby, come back. What does anybody have? I'm kind of curious. Does anyone have holiday traditions that are, I don't know, interesting or different? Like, what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? What are you doing for Christmas? I'm curious if anyone's got some fun stuff. Shout out. Are you doing the Cooper River Run this year? Will McDowell says. So for those who don't know, in Charleston, there's a massive bridge called the Ravenel Bridge. It looks like the Zakim Bridge in Boston. It's a giant ass bridge. It's cool. It's very cool. It connects Mount Pleasant to downtown. And every year in April, they do the Cooper River Bridge Run, and like 10, 20,000 people run this bridge. No. Will McDowell, I love running. And if you know me for a minute, I don't like crowds. Like I won't go to Costco unless it's Monday afternoon. Like I just hate crowds. And the Cooper River Bridge Run is there's nothing about it that it would be enjoyable to me. Plus, when I run by myself. It's not like my kids and my wife meet me at the finish line. So like running is like, and don't get me wrong, I don't mind this, but like running's a very lonely experience for me. And that's okay because I meditate while I run and I reflect and think and stuff. But I don't want to deal with people, like a crowd of people who plus like when you're running, here's another thing. Okay. Now I guess now we're going to get to know me a bit more. Like when I'm running, I want to run exactly how I want to run. And when you have a sea of humanity in front of you, you have to like clip your strides, which can give me shin splints. You have to run at a pace. You can't run at the pace you want. So it's just, I like, if I run in a large crowd like that, I'll actually injure myself, which is the furthest thing from my mind that I want. So, but thank you for asking. Carrie says, Jerry, is the new bridge they did for that bridge run? Yeah, it's the new bridge. I mean, the bridge has been there for like 15 years, but it's the newest bridge in there. John's making tamales. That's fun. Let's see. Hold on. AG Flex Show just registered for their first half. That sounds like fun. I've never run a full marathon. I've run several halves. Half's good for me. Hold on. What's Sophie Goodwin talking about for food? Chat's flying by. Sophie says we're Italian, so we have spaghetti with the family sauce every holiday: Christmas, 4th of July, Easter, Election Day, Boxing Day in Canada. Very funny, very nice. Brent says can't stay schmedium when you're running at crowd pace. That's right, Brent B. You're hilarious. Did you all see the Discord finally rolls out E to E on their AV calls? No, I didn't know that. That's very cool. End-to-end encryption. Very nice. Yeah, Triple D. I do love helping people and I love people. I just don't, crowds is not my jam. All right. Holiday tradition for space tacos. We were allowed to eat. We're allowed to eat anything we wanted from Thanksgiving and New Year's Day. So I would have pie or cake for breakfast. But after January 1st, we always shut it down. Oh, that is fun. Dude, my kids, their heads would explode if we told them they could have popsicles for breakfast. Holy crap. Kimberly can fix it. Her grandpa was a three-time Ironman. Dude, Ironman's no joke, okay? Ironman is like a triathlon, but way more intense. I suck at, if anybody wants to do a group triathlon, I'll do the running portion of it. I can't swim for anything. I can swim and not die, but I suck at swimming. Take it easy, Luke Canfield. Lewis Barbecue or Rodney Scott's? Oh, man. I like Lewis, Will McDowell. OpenAI's threat intel report for October had interesting TTPs. They found threat actors asking ChatGPT. Hey, did you guys see? There's a guy named Thomas Roccia, R-O-C-C-I-A. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name. He's a threat intel guy. He actually wrote a book called Visual Threat Intelligence that is excellent if you're looking for a book on threat intelligence. Wading Through Logs, Wade Wells probably knows him. Thomas, he actually did a LinkedIn post explaining an attack this weekend that is awesome. So check this out. ChatGPT, somebody asked ChatGPT to write software that had to do with cryptocurrency, right? And it actually reached out and found a resource or whatever, a library, and brought it in, and the guy used it. But the problem is the library that it imported was malicious. ChatGPT didn't know that. And basically the guy put his like wallet in or his token or whatever, and essentially gave it to the threat actor. Really interesting attack. You can go to Thomas, R-O-C-C-I-A, R-O-C-C-I-A to pull that up. And if I was in a better place, I would do it myself. Yeah. Phil Stafford, OpenAI has been reporting what I've been asking it. That's funny. Josh Mason, we should interview Thomas. Yeah, you guys should. Actually, Wade and Josh, this is the stupidest way to tell you guys since I'm live right now, but I think I got a sponsor for Simply Defensive Season 2. Space Tacos lived in Korea? That's cool. Tech Ricky, slice of pumpkin pie for breakfast yesterday. Kimberly doesn't exercise at all. What are some things? Okay, so Drago says, what are some things and tips to keep in mind for a new GRC position for a new company in financial B2B? Okay, so first of all, there is one piece of legislation called FINRA, F-I-N-R-A, F-I-N-R-A. That is somewhat related to the financial services industry and cyber. You might want to get familiar with that. In B2B, you definitely want to understand how access controls are working. Dragos, access controls is super, super important. Obviously, multi-factor authentication on all the things. Third-party risk management, like when you're doing business with businesses, you want to make sure that they're not a North Korean front company. You want to make sure that their cyber is somewhat. Data governance is another thing. If you're doing business-to-business deals and you're giving your data or you're holding other people's data, are you holding only what you need? Are you holding it only for a certain period of time? Those are the things I would be wondering about. Let me know if you're going to be doing Try Hack Me's Advent of Cyber. Try Hack Me's Advent of Cyber. That's coming up December 1st. I've made 2 videos for 2 different days in Advent of Cyber. I'm super excited about that. Many other content creators are making content. Tyler Ramsby's in there. InfoSec Pat's in there. I didn't answer a VPN question. What was the VPN question? Let me know. Oh, hey, here's another update. I suck at like coordinated communication, but I've been asked and I've accepted to speak at B-Sides Romania in May 2025. So I'll be doing National Lampoon's Romanian Vacation in May. So shout out to B-Sides Romania. Lazaro says Simply Cyber Oh, Lazaro says, I also brought it up to my manager and we'll be doing it together and anyone else from our team if they want. Oh, cool. Lazaro's making the Advent of Cyber a Teams event. That's sweet. Yep. Sands is also doing KringleCon, the holiday hack challenge. That's always quite successful. Yeah. Alpha Sierra is going to be doing Advent of Cyber. Very cool. Remember, there is a Brent Book's going to be doing Advent of Cyber. Cool. Remember, guys, there is a CTF channel in the Simply Cyber Discord server. So, feel free to use that for sharing and not sharing the answers, but sharing the experience of Advent of Cyber. If you want to do that. IT career questions, aka Zach. OMG, he's working on a new course. I wish I knew that. Yeah. Who are you talking about, Zach? Let me know. Kyle says, if you see different IPs, try to log into your VPN portal and there's a new IP address every day trying to password spray. What do you do to prevent it? Well, I mean, you can't really. If it's a different IP address, you can't pin on that. All you can do is have automation to say, if you see a password spray attack, right, which, obviously is going to look like an automated attack versus a human typing in, you can just basically block that IP address dynamically, maybe for a week, right? A couple weeks. You don't want to block it indefinitely because that IP address will get reallocated at some point. Obviously, multi-factor authentication. So the password spray attack, even if they do guess the password, is not successful at granting access to the threat actor. That's what I would do. Haircut Fish says, I will be doing AOC. Looking forward to it. Love it so much. James Lynch says, disable IPv6 on your VPN if you're not using it. Great point. Oh, cool. Wade Wells is working on a new course. That's so hot. Simply Cyber community members, Team SC, if you've got, if you can, drop the Will Ferrell. It's so hot. Wade Wells. Wade Wells is blowing up. Yeah, wading through logs is influencer plus plus. It's that mustache guy. I'll tell you, like, dude, Wade Wells is killing it. Like, when we were at Deadwood, Wade Wells bought me breakfast at Legends, no less. Straight boss. Zach Hill, yeah. Zach's gonna hate. Zach hates when people bring this up, but Zach Hill, IT career questions, 300,000 plus subs on YouTube, getting out there, helping people. How to use your TV as a monitor. Blowing up that video. Have a good one, Sophie Goodwin. All right, I'll take a look. All right, thanks, Justin Gold. Thanks, Space Tacos. Oh, God. Guys, you know what? I got to tell you, Wade Wells is so hot right now. I got to tell you guys, like, this week, this time of year, it gives me such good vibes, even with the technical issues at the beginning. I'm still like, I'm in such good spirits. Let me know if you guys like doing jaw jacking this way. Unless you really don't like it, I'll probably keep doing it this way. Like, I really like the vibes I have right now. I'm in like a good headspace. Chris Young, track 2 Assembly CyberCon 2024. Mariana Albright's recommendations. Yep, Mariana did a CISP. Like, basically crushed the CISP. Just so everyone knows, those videos, those independent track videos are now being released on Simply CyberCon YouTube server. Simply CyberCon YouTube channel. And they will be released, I think, like one a day or one every 8 hours until they're all released. We don't want to just dump them on YouTube because I learned long ago. Zach Hill, of course, IT career questions, scolded me when I released like 15 videos at once on YouTube. He pulled me, we didn't even know each other. And he like went into general chat on Simply Cyber Discord server. And he's like, Jerry, you're an idiot. Like, what? Hold on one second. Anyways, that's how Zach and I became fast friends. Hold on. I just spilled coffee on myself somehow. Hold on. All right. Here we go. I can't even believe chat's like YouTube's able to handle this between Wade Wells and Zach Hill in the same chat right now. Yikes. It's literally exploding. Temmie07, Mr. Jerry is the Zen. Thank you. Thanks, Nick Barker. There we go. Love the vibe. I need your vibe right now. All right, come on, Kathy Chambers. You got this. Kathy crushing it, as always. FedEx. There's a hole in the mug. Yeah. Gary likes jaw jacking this way. Cool. Zach Hill. That's so funny. Zach Hill hates when I tell that story. I know. That's why I actually told it. Yeah. Yeah. Jerry, you're an idiot. Yeah, that's basically what he said. Guys, I love Zach Hill, okay? I don't want to misrepresent anything. I'm a huge Zach Hill fan. I celebrate the man's entire catalog, okay? Daniel Chateau, I love every Sunday when I open up the YouTube app and it's a Gerald's face from the premiere schedule. Yes, sir. You know, hey, here's another Tidbits Tuesday. And this movie's not for everybody, but I think it's Despicable Me 4 with the bad guy. No, the bad guy in that one's the roach guy. Whatever the Despicable Me or Minions movie is, where the bad guy is the 80s child star who like grew up and like got ousted by media, and he's like very 80s, and it's like there's all sorts of like retro synthwave type vibes to it. I watched that this weekend. It was good. Will McDowell, who are you rooting for, Clemson or Carolina? So, okay, so check this out. I don't really have an affiliate. I don't really have affinity for either, but I have found myself not liking Clemson. So I guess I'm a USC fan. What is it? Like Spurs up? All right. Waldo, do you recommend the CISA cert? Would it be a good move to get an entry-level GRC role? Yes. So ISACA CISA is an excellent cert. You do need 2 years of experience to get it, technically. But audit is a phenomenal way to get into GRC. And the CISA is like the definitive InfoSec IT auditor certification. So, yes. Daniel says, my feed is your face for a while. I wish YouTube would find a better way to filter my feeds. Sorry. Spurs up. West Coast, baby. Triple D's in the house. All right. Guys, as fun as it is, I'm going to have to boogie. I've got a 10:30, and I actually do have to run like a quick errand here. I don't even know why they call the Minions movie the Minions movies. They're basically Despicable Me. Like the first Minions movie, I think, is called Rise of Gru. So like it literally is a Despicable Me movie, but whatever. All right. All right, guys, I do want to say shout out and thank you to all y'all. I had a wonderful time this morning, minus the technical issues at the beginning. Shout out Nick Barker, Tech Ricky, the mod team, Justin Gold, Casually Joseph, Kimberly Can Fix It, BSEC, Josh Mason for hopping in behind the glass, Triple D, Kathy Chambers, Sophie Goodwin was here, Haircut Fish, IT Career Questions, and Wade Wells for blessing us with their presence. Heavy hitters right there, guys. Dan Reardon for mocking my stickers, Phil Stafford coming in hot, Code Brew, Brent Book, bringing the heat. Thanks for all the question, guys. I hope you had a great experience, as well as if you brought questions to the chat, I hope you got them answered. Because that's what we're here for. We have a good time, right? Obviously, I enjoy the heck out of this experience, but at the end of the day, at its base, the idea is to help people and deliver value. we can just do it in a fun way. Okay. Thank you all so very much. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be around in chat and Discord and stuff. But go out, crush your goals. Short week for many of us. We won't have a show on Thursday. We will have a show on Friday. And I just appreciate all of you. Thank you so very much. Be well, y'all. And until next time, stay secure.